Duhop here, the most electrifying man on YouTube entertainment, hanging out today with Enzo, the coolest dude in diapers, and you can't teach that, bada boom. He's the cutest baby in the room, that's right. And well, I don't know if you noticed, but somebody's in his jammies, and his hair is all nice and combed, fresh out of the bath, and somebody's about ready to go to bed. That's right, he's about to get to moving. Going to Sleepy Town, that's right. But you know, Enzo is getting to that age now where maybe he needs a bedtime story before he goes to bed. That's right, maybe he needs a little, send him off to dreamland with a nice little tale. And well, Duhop's got the perfect trick for that. That's right. Duhop came up with a little solution, and I went out and I got this here bedtime storybook. That's right, look at that. See, it says Duhop, WWE, and it says Enzo, and it's got all these wonderful decals on it. AJ Styles there on the back, and Rollins, and all these cool Bray Wyatt decals, and Ultimate Warrior. Ooh, look at even Ricky the Dragon Steamboat made it. BUGGA Duhop, lots of stuff there. Look, championship belts. This is a really cool Sleepy Time bedtime book. Look at all those guys on the side, and this bedtime storybook is just chock full of bedtime stories that Duhop can read to Enzo. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. Enzo, give me a high five. Yeah, that's right. I love this kid, and I can't wait to get them moving reading this book. Now, this book has a little bit of magic and mystery to it. That's right. And you're saying to yourself, wait a minute, Duhop, pump the brakes. Woo, woo, woo. What are you talking about? This book has magic and mystery to it. This book contains absolutely every single match ever recorded in WWE history. That's right. So if there's a match in here I want to look up, I can read that match to Enzo as a bedtime story and give him a wonderful recanted tale of everything that happened at that match. So we're about to get to moving right now, reading Enzo a little bit of a bedtime story. Enzo, are you ready for a little bit of a bedtime story? Now the question is, what match do we read to Enzo so this little bugger can drift off to bedtime sleepy land? Well, I've already picked one, so let's open up to page 392. I got it bookmarked right here. There it is. And we now will get to moving reading a little bit of a story of Seth the Man Rollins versus Sting, Night of Champions 2015 from Houston, Texas. Rollins versus Sting was for the WWE Championship title, and Rollins already had a match that night versus John Cena. You can't see Enzo. That's right. So let's not waste any more time. Let's dive into reading Enzo what happened when Sting took on the man Rollins. Yeah. Now, Seth Rollins had already wrestled one match, Enzo. And well, even though he already was out there wrestling a match, kicking ass, he was glistening in sweat, looking super hot and sexy in his white ring attire. Shortly after this match began, Seth Rollins didn't waste any time putting Sting through a table. I love Rollins. Rollins had absolutely full control of the match at that time. That's right, because Sting sucks all types of asshole, Enzo. Do not be a Sting fan. So, Enzo, as Seth Rollins had full control over this match, he ended up throwing Sting from a powerbomb position into the turnbuckle, breaking that old man's neck. But, well, even with a little bit of a broken neck, Sting kind of got control back, but it wasn't for long, that's right. I mean, he threw Seth off the top rope all the way to the outside. He battled back with a couple clotheslines and a big ol' Stinger splash. He even nailed a high crossbody off the top rope to the outside. Impressive for a man who's 90,000 years old and can't wrestle. But it just seemed like Sting couldn't put Rollins away. He just couldn't pin him and he couldn't take him out. Because Rollins was just that much better than Sting. This is where Sting thought he got smart. That's right. Seth Rollins went to pedigree his ass, but unfortunately Sting reversed it and put him in a scorpion deathlock. Terrible. But Seth Rollins got himself to the ropes for a rope ring break. That's right. When you get to the ropes, Enzo, that means the referee has to make you break the hold. So Seth Rollins, being the champion he is, knowing where he is in the ring, he got himself to the ring ropes and got himself free of the Scorpion Deathlock. And then, again, Enzo, again, Sting tries to put Seth Rollins into that Scorpion Deathlock, but Seth Rollins was a little too smart for that stupid son of a bitch. Rolled him up and pinned him. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins retained his WWE Championship title at Night of Champions against John Cena and the no-good shitbag Sting. Oh, man. Round of applause for Seth the Man Rollins taking on John Cena and Sting that night. And retaining that WWE Championship title. Oh, man. Houston, Texas didn't know what they had coming to them when they saw that match on the bill. But with that being said, that was a little bit of a story time, bedtime story for Enzo. Right before he drifts off into Sleepyland. Enzo, I hope you enjoyed your bedtime story that Duhop read you of Sting versus the WWE Champion, Seth Rollins, Night of Champions 2015, Houston, Texas. All right, guys, we're out of time. Enzo, he's off to bed. Duhop, I got other things I need to do as soon as he gets into bed. So what I want you to do is in the comment section, leave a comment and tell Duhop maybe there's a match, because there's every match in the history of WWE in this book. Maybe there's a match you want Duhop to read to Enzo. That's right. You want Duhop read to Enzo? Leave it in the comments. Tell Duhop what match you want me to read to Enzo. I mean, is it going to be... I know one that I'm going to do next. I want to do Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog. Amazing fucking match. I can't wait to tell Enzo all about that match and read that story to him for bedtime. See that? He's so tired. He's rubbing his eyes, rubbing his nose, and he's waving goodbye to you guys. That's right, Enzo. We are out of time. So leave it in the comments. What match do you want to read to Enzo? In the meantime, like this video. Leave a comment if you haven't done it already. Subscribe for some more fucking Duhop and Enzo. Enzo, on 3, eat it, yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Eat it, yeah! I'm telling you, one day he's going to say it with me. Keep watching. He's going to be like, ah. It was close. Are you still talking? Enzo, please, go to bed. I read you your bedtime story. You have to stop watching baby cartoons and go to bed. You're acting like you're not even tired, damn it. No, don't play with that. Fall asleep. Maybe you gotta read him another story. What do you think? Duhop did it. Enzo's finally asleep. And now it's time for Duhop to eat it. Yeah. Don't forget to leave it in the comments, guys. Tell Duhop what match you want Duhop to read. Now the real question is, what the hell do I eat? We got cake and we got candy, we got cookies and we got crackers, we got snacks of all type. Oh, and I just bought a whole gallon of chocolate milk. Yeah.